Hello and welcome to our Google Hangout where we're going to discuss the upcoming match, Manchester United away at QPR. And I've got with me Joey again, and we're going to start by talking about the formation. Formations come under a lot of talk this week with a lot of people not liking the 3-5-2 formation, and a lot of people want a different formation. So I just wondered what your thoughts are on the 3-5-2 formation. So many people have been against it.
Well, it hasn't, brought the greatest performances. I think our best offensive performances have come in the 4-4-2 diamond. And I think in our 3-5-2 is we're not passing the ball fast enough. It's just not quick enough. And I don't know if that's because they don't have a wide option all the time, because sometimes the wing backs will be high up the pitch, or sometimes they'll be back and it'll be almost like a back five. So I don't know if that's the problem, but I don't think our players are adapting well to it. Normally you would play three at the back if you had three really strong, good center backs, but we have quite average center backs, and they're not playing together. That's very obvious to see. They're all playing individually. There's not enough communication. The only criticism I would ever have of David De Gea is that he's not vocal enough, and I really want to see him take that step and become a real leader at the back. So, I think he's been playing this 3-5-2 formation because it fits in Mata, Van Persie, Rooney, and another striker, which was Di Maria the last game. So it'll be interesting to see. I think he'll switch to the diamond because we played against QPR earlier with a diamond and we put 4 goals past them. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes from here.
Yeah, definitely. I feel that he's playing a few players out of position, which isn't really helping. And I think he should play players in the right position and then build a formation around that. Personally, I don't think that this 3-5-2 formation is working at all. But I would like to see the likes of Rooney and Di Maria playing there in their more better positions. I know they can do a job in different areas because they are quality players, but it would be nice to see the majority of them in their preferred positions. If that means having to drop one Mata or someone, then I'm afraid if at the end of the day. So we're going to move on and talk a bit about Di Maria. He played up more as a striker in the last game, and as I was just saying there, a lot of players have played out of position, and I don't know what your thoughts are on his position, where you think his best position is, whether it's in the number 10 role out on the wing or up front, or where you feel he could be most effective in the system with all the players involved, because there's so many forwards we've got at this club.
I like him to the left of the diamond in a free roll. Let him move around. Let him cause problems. When he's in the middle, he can pick up the ball and he can run at defenders. That's when Di Maria is at his best, when he's going past defenders, not with his back towards goal or playing up top with a partner. And that's another thing. I don't want Wayne Rooney in the midfield either. If you're going to play Wayne Rooney in the midfield, we should have brought a proper central midfielder in the summer. Wayne Rooney's a goal scorer.
Yeah.
Get him up closer to the net. So, I mean, it's frustrating because, like you said, players are being played out of position, and that's something we saw under Moyes, and Moyes got a lot of criticism for that. So, we'll see what happens, though. I just really think that Di Maria needs to play in a central role, running at defenders, creating chances. He can even go out wide, pick up the ball, go out wide, whip a ball in. We need to start focusing, building our attack more around Di Maria because he can create those chances that we haven't been getting. And like you said, if that means dropping Juan Mata, people are so sentimental to certain players, but the best players to find that balance should play, not because you like a certain player or we spend a certain amount of money on a certain player.
Yeah, definitely. As you said, I don't really like the fact that Wayne Rooney plays a lot of his time in midfield, and I think he's trying to accumulate all great players into a team, and we were just constantly crossing balls into the box, and I don't think the players really knew what they were doing. We're going to move on now to talk about the team for we're going to play against QPR. Now, obviously, we never know what team Louis van Gaal is going to pick, and usually it's different to what everyone predicts. I think we've only kept one settled team for 2 games running for once in about the last 2 years. So, and I've usually gone for for the 4-4-2 diamond, but he usually ends up playing the 3-5-2. So I don't know what sort of team you're going to go for this game. We played obviously 4-4-2 diamond last time we played them and beat them easy, but that was at home and our away form has been dreadful.
Yeah, I'm going 4-4-2 diamond. David De Gea at the back. I put Antonio Valencia in at right back. Chris Smalling, Marcus Rojo, Luke Shaw across the back line. Daley Blind at the tip of the base of the diamond because I want to give Carrick a break. You know, he came back from injury and he was in there and he's played ever since. And I know that his form has been pretty good, but I still think we should give him a little bit of a break here. Di Maria to the left of the diamond. I'm going to play Fellaini to the right of the diamond because I think we need a more physical presence. You know, Joey Barton will be in there, and you know he can get a little rough. And we saw Ander Herrera struggle with some physicality the first game of the year against John Joe Shelby. So, and then in the number 10 role, I'm going to play Juan Mata with Rooney and Falcao ahead of him.
Yeah, I would go with the 4-4-2 diamond myself. I've personally gone with De Gea in goal. Pretty a bit of a similar team to you. Shaw, Smalling, Jones, and Valencia. I don't think Raphael will be fit. I've just given Carrick the nod, slightly over Danny. I'm not sure which one will get the nod, but I've gone for Carrick there, and then I've gone for Herrera and Di Maria in there, with Juan Mata in there. Obviously, the Juan Mata and Di Maria and that will probably interchange in that in this game. And I've gone for Wayne Rooney and Radamel Falcao up front. Probably Robin van Persie will be on the bench. So, but I'm not so sure. Maybe Rooney will interchange as well in this game. Obviously, it's not going to be an easy game. This game against QPR. Their home form is what's if they're going to stay in this division, what's going to keep them up. They've been completely awful on the road. I don't know how you feel this game, the QPR team are doing, and what players you feel are going to cause us the most problems in this match.
I mean, there's only one person that really, worries me, and that would be Charlie Austin because he's been banging in the goals lately. But other than that, they're a terrible team. I feel like they're going to give up the possession. We're going to have tons of possession. They're going to try and hit us on the break. I'm not worried about Joey Barton, but I would be worried about the physical aspect. That's why I put Fellaini in my team, somebody who can go, toe-to-toe with him and stand up and, get rough with him. But other than that, they're a terrible team. They're worse than us on the road, if you can believe that. There's a team worse than us. And their home form isn't great, So, a lot of people are saying this could be, the end of Ari Redknapp. We'll see. I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping we get a 4-0 performance, but who knows? Our away form. And I don't think it's so much that, oh, we're on the road, that, there's like this stigmatism around them. I just think that, certain things haven't gone their way on the road. We should have won at Leicester. There's other road games. We should have beat Burnley. That was the third game of the season. If that was played, this weekend, we would win. So I just think it's just been I'm going to say this and it's going to sound terrible. I just think it's been some unlucky things. I don't think Manchester United are a poor team on the road or they had this thing over their heads that, oh, we're going on the road, it's going to be tough for us. I just think that, they get in their own way on the road. And I think that'll change. I really do. I said, look at these next 7 games. They're all winnable. The objective is top 4. It was always top 4. And I feel with the current squad, if they didn't make any more additions, top 4 is very achievable.
Yeah, definitely. As you said, Charlie Austin's probably their main man. They have been pretty damn awful this season, and away from home they've lost. I think it's they've lost all the games. I think it's 10 games they've played away from home, and lost every single one. So he's about the only player that I would see causing us problems, and I feel that for Manchester United it's their own fault if we don't win this match, and we should really be looking to win it comfortably. I'm not so sure whether he should get the sack, Harry Redknapp, because they are a poor old side. But then again, on the road, one game I would like to bring up is the Aston Villa game, which I was really, really annoyed that we drew that game, considering that Aston Villa have only scored 11 goals this season, and we couldn't even beat them, which was really bad. But our defending defending
That's a
come back to
fact.
haunt us.
Only 11 goals.
Yeah. I think they've only scored 11 goals this season, so
Wow.
which is awful. And we still let one in against them. So I'm not sure this is going to be as easy as we think. But I do think that they aren't a very good side, and it's going to be our own fault if we don't beat these. If we can play at the top of our game, I'm sure we can beat these. They're just not a good side at all, and I actually think they are going to get relegated because they're just not going to pick up enough points on the road. So moving along to our predictions of the game, I'm not too sure what you're going to go for in this game. We probably will concede, but hopefully we will outscore them in this game.
I'm going to say 3-1, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if it was 3-0. Obviously to us.
Yeah, I'm going to go for another 2-1 victory. I've gone for quite a few of them recently, but I think we're probably going to go and let one in. We usually let a goal in at some point in the game. But I'm hoping that we can score a couple of goals in this game, and just I'll be over the moon with in this game. I'll just take a 1-0, an own goal or anything just to get us to 3 points, because
That's all that
looking ahead to
matters.
the other games, yeah, it is all that matters. And with Southampton have got a game against Newcastle, which could be tricky, and obviously Arsenal. I'm hoping now we'll lose to Manchester City so that we can get a bit of a gap going, because we're never going to catch Manchester City now, I don't think. Have you got any other thoughts you want on the game or anything else
Yeah.
related to Manchester United that you want to talk
Yeah.
about before we close it up?
Yeah, when I gave my team, I was just thinking I wouldn't be surprised to see a 4-3-3 either, with Rooney or Falcao alone up top, with Januzaj and Di Maria on either side, with like a midfield of Carrick, Fellaini, and maybe Rooney or Herrera, something like that. Because that would give us some genuine width and some pace on the outside. And other than that, I'm just seeing, there's been a lot of comparisons with Moyes and Van Gaal. And if you think that, just because they have the same amount of points and Louis Van Gaal hasn't done a good job and he had all that money to spend and whatnot, go look at a couple games from last season and tell me that we're not a different team. There were some dreadful games to watch last season. If you really think that, unscrew your head, take your brain, and go donate it to somebody else, because they'll use it much better. But other than that, no, just check out my channel, follow us on Twitter, let us know what you think. If anybody else wants to come on and make a video with us, we're always open to have other people on. But other than that, no, have a good weekend.
Yeah, definitely. As you were saying there with the points, the same as David Moyes, it's a completely different season. Some seasons you're gonna get a team got a lot of points, win the title, or finish in the top 3 or 4 teams. And other times it might be a lot less points. It's just how the Premier League goes. So you can't really look too much on the exact points. You've got to look on the places in the table really that decide it, because each season's different. There's different teams in the league and different players. So if we finish in the top 4 and we've got the exact same points as David Moyes, I wouldn't care. And as you're saying about the performances, one that really springs to mind is at home, Manchester United playing at home against Fulham, where we just kept crossing the ball in the box. Just players. Anyway, yeah, if anyone wants to come on and chat to us, please come on and have your say. We'd love to have you on here. Follow us both on Twitter and on YouTube, and we will be back again to talk some more probably after the match is finished. Thanks for watching, and see you all again soon.